What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to BitAssist. Today we're going to go through our weekly market report. We do send this out to our clients every Monday morning. So if you'd like to join that newsletter, just in the description below, I'll leave a link to join that. But let's kick on then. Today's first story in our market report is the SEC and the CFTC meet to discuss Ethereum. There's been a lot of FUD floating about the last week or two in regards to what may come out of this meeting. But just to summarize it for you, Ethereum is subject to a looming inquiry by the US Securities and Exchange Commission, as well as the Commodity Futures Exchange Commission for its token pre-sale in 2014. The regulators are concerned that the pre-sale itself could be classified as a security sale, due to the fact that investors likely bought tokens in the hopes that their value would increase in the future. Of course they did, and of course they hoped it would increase in the future. So there is a quote coming from Joseph Lubin, co-founder of Ethereum, and his thoughts. He said, "We spent tremendous amount of time with lawyers in the US and in other countries and are extremely comfortable that it is not a security. It never was a security. Many regulators that matter understand what Ethereum is." So this will be very interesting to see how this plays out in the coming days and weeks. If Ethereum were to be, dubbed as a security, I think there could be a massive sell-off, and it might take some time for it to recover. What I do worry about the most, though, is all these other ERC20 tokens and how they may be classified. So in the comments below now, if you have your opinion on it, if you think Ethereum's a security, tell us why. We have read a lot of articles, but we really do want to hear what the community has to say about this. So in the comments below, is Ethereum a security or not? But let's move on to the next story, and that is MALTA. We have covered MALTA before, but MALTA, the new leader in crypto trading volume. Of course, we're all familiar that Binance has recently moved over to MALTA. So what it says is cryptocurrency trades surge in Malta, making the tiny nation a predominant leader in the field, surpassing countries like Japan, Korea, China, and the US. A research carried out by the Morgan Stanley also shows that Belize is second to the lead. That's insane, really, considering the amount of volume that South Korea, Japan, and China have had in the past. The fact that this tiny little island is now taking the lead is really, really quite insane. It continues to say that Binance said that it was moving away from Asia, currently registered in Hong Kong, due to the more stringent regulations, especially from Japan. Keep in mind, Japan is also looking to regulate cryptocurrency and was the first country in the world to see it as legal tender. It continues to say the third largest exchange, OKX, also recently announced that it was opening an office in Malta as a government markets itself as a blockchain island. So, Malta, of course, can see, that this could be incredibly profitable for their island and for the long-term development of this island. They're obviously already involved in the gambling industry and fintech industries, so they desperately want to be the place to be when it comes to blockchain companies. So this is very bullish, and I think can be very good for the overall space of cryptocurrency if we have one place that we know for certain are very keen and very pro blockchain and crypto. Moving on, so a big story really. Lawmakers move to legalize new ICOs in South Korea. Of course, you'll know that recently, over the last few months, South Korea have, much like China, not necessarily banned ICOs or banned ICOs, but they've halted them from being used by South Korean companies. But now they're obviously looking to make a bill that allows for them to look to raise money again. So it continues, it says, in South Korea, Hong Woo-rak of the ruling Democratic Party is backing a law to enable ICOs to launch under the government's supervision. Having halted all ICO activity earlier this year, Korea remains one of the largest cryptocurrency hubs in the world, and such a bill, if successful, could prove a significant trigger for the next major bull run. Totally agree with that. South Korea and the amount that the South Korean community trade cryptocurrency is enormous, and I think if they were to build these guidelines for these ICOs, it could really be a great catalyst for a major bull run going forward. Just a quick quote from it says, "The bill is aimed at legalizing ICOs under the government's supervision. Hong said during a forum on ICOs and blockchain technology at the National Assembly on Wednesday. He said the bill was based on a joint study by his office and the Korea International Trade Association. So I'm certain they'll be putting a lot of time, a lot of effort into this, and I want to make sure they get this right. And I'm very excited to see when they do come out with a little bit more guidelines on how they will look to regulate ICOs going forward. So that's very good, very bullish, and we'll keep an eye on this as it progresses. A lot of you are familiar with, of course, Telegram. A lot of these groups use Telegram. Telegram is actually insane, the amount of bots and scammers and stuff that are on it. But they are, of course, looking to raise a large amount of money to kind of advance the Telegram app and add new features to it. So Telegram rakes in over $1.5 billion and ditches public ICO. So they've raised a huge amount of money in a private pre-sale from a few incredibly rich people, and have decided there's no need for them to have a public sale, which I think is a massive shame considering Telegram is a widely used public app. So yeah, a little bit let down by that. But what it says is that the encrypted messaging app is undoubtedly popular with over 200 million users worldwide, but can it really use such a vast sums of funding effectively? The Gram token, which will act as the currency of the Telegram blockchain as the global messaging company looks to take on the largest platforms in the blockchain space. The company is expanding into a digital payments platform to compete with the likes of Bitcoin Core. It will point a great deal of its new money in that direction, titling the effort the Telegram Open Network. The network, which will be built using blockchain ledger technology, can become a Visa MasterCard alternative for new decentralized economy. So this could be absolutely massive. So, they've got more than enough money to push towards this goal that they have. You'll be familiar, some of you, with WeChat in China. You basically don't need a wallet, you don't need anything else besides a cell phone. You can communicate by it, you can pay people by it, you can withdraw money from it. There's incredible features, and pretty much everybody in China uses WeChat for all their daily activities. I think Telegram is looking to be something similar, and maybe concentrating more on the Western market. I do know just recently that Russia have banned Telegram, and there's been some serious riots in Russia regarding that. And let's see where this goes. So Telegram, more than enough money, pile of money, and let's see what they can do with that. Moving on, and I do apologize the quality of this image here. We do send this out in our market report, and it's obviously in an email format, so it's a little bit smaller. So I'll look to sort this out for next week's report. But so we're just going to look at how we have performed over the last few weeks. It says here market cap broke the 450 billion mark and is building momentum. Bitcoin lost 3% of market share to the top 20s. Excluding Bitcoin, and sits around 36%. This is said this morning, so this might be slightly different today, right now. But as we can see, altcoins in the top 20, excluding Bitcoin, of course, are making some more headway. I think last week was fairly similar as well. So this is a good thing, to be fair, because a lot of people do hold a lot more alts than Bitcoin, especially a lot of our clients. Bitcoin at around 36%, so that is very low, really. Moving on to how each coin has performed. We've broken this up into obviously Bitcoin, top 20, excluding Bitcoin and others. So you'll see Bitcoin has stayed quite relatively low or flat. And you'll see that altcoins, excluding Bitcoin, are making quite a nice rise recently. So the global market cap continues the uptrend started in April. The top 20 coins further increased their share relative to Bitcoin, signaling a weakening correlation between Bitcoin and altcoins. We do discuss this quite a lot in our team here, is that we do try to look for coins that are uncorrelated to Bitcoin. Not because we want to make money when Bitcoin is going down. We just want to look for the strong projects that don't really depend on Bitcoin's price action. And I think over the coming years we'll start to see that where Bitcoin and other coins don't have such a high correlation in terms of how they are performing. Right now you'll see if Bitcoin has a really bad week and is dumping hard, the whole market will continue to dump with it. The same applies if it were to go up, the whole market goes up with it. So in terms of the correlation, it looks like we're slowly but surely weakening that correlation. So I think that is good. That's showing growth in these altcoins and showing how much stronger they are to people to invest in. You know, the people are looking more towards altcoins and less toward Bitcoin. But that is that so far. And just want to wrap it up by saying to all of you that have been following the channel so far over the last month, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. We do 3 episodes a week, a Monday market report. We're doing this now, of course, on Tuesday because there's a public holiday yesterday. And then 2 coin, if not 3 coin reviews every week. Tomorrow you can look forward to Binance. Going to do a great Binance review tomorrow. And very looking forward, very keen on that. And then, of course, if you want to join our market report, guys, I'm going to put in the description below. Click on that, fill in your name and your email. We'll send that to you once a week, full of great information. And next week's one, we're going to add a new feature where we'll do a coin of the week, and we're going to outline where we believe this coin will go, and of course anything on the horizon. If you've enjoyed this, guys, please smash up the likes. As everybody says, it does really help us to be found. And then, of course, if you want to hear more from us, go ahead and subscribe. I'm Maximilian, your crypto broker, and guys, I hope you have a great week ahead.